It is always game day in Cleveland. He's Daryl Ryder. We are brought to you by Smiley One and Bryant, Northeast Ohio's premier heating and cooling systems. Daryl, as we get closer to Sunday and the Browns battle with the Rams on Sunday afternoon, it looks like all signs are pointing towards Joe Flacco having an influence in this game. How does that sound? Fair? Especially knowing what's going on with Dorian Thompson-Robinson and concussion protocol.
Yeah, we don't know who the starting quarterback is going to be this week, which is fantastic. We've said this about 150 times since 1999 when it comes to the starting quarterback.
Oh, I thought you were going to say we've been saying that since 150 times since the beginning of the season.
Oh, well, since Kevin Stefanski took over, it's about 50 times. But don't know. Alex Van Pelt said on Thursday that on a scale of 1 to 5, arm strength, Flacco's a 5. Everyone's really excited about his arm strength. And if I had $1 for every time I heard that, so I can't make too much of that because that just seems to be like the standard statement. Arm strength is great. You know what I mean? Like, I can't make much of it. So, but yeah, this will be the second time since 1999 if Flacco starts that the Browns have had to use 4 starting quarterbacks in a season. This is already the 10th time since 1999 as I pull up my Cleveland Browns bleep sheet. Here it is on my iPad. It has all the starting quarterback statistics since 1999.
Wow. That looks like an R-Lads depth chart.
Well, yeah, because I got tired of looking this crap up every year.
Every week?
Yeah. I mean, so what happened was I started this about 10 years ago because I just got tired of looking up the quarterback stuff and the coaching stuff, every year and multiple times every year. So I came up with my own Browns bleep sheet of quarterback and coaching statistics. So Joe Flacco will be starter number 37 since 1999. He'll be the 4th starter this season. I'm going to see how good you are. And no Googling right now, Andy.
Okay.
And no checking my X feed either, because I just realized I posted this on X. Can you name the year that the Browns started 4 quarterbacks? And can you give me the 4 quarterback names?
I want to say it was a Ken Dorsey year.
You would be correct. It is a Ken Dorsey is one.
Bruce Gradkowski was probably the last quarterback.
Boom! You're hot. You're hot right now.
I'm trying to remember who the starting quarterback was at the beginning of the year, though. That's the problem. Was it Brian Hoyer? I don't.
Think a former Browns first-round pick.
Oh, Brandon Weeden.
They traded for him.
For a quarterback?
Yeah. Gave up a first-round pick.
It wasn't Baker.
22nd overall.
27. Oh, Brady Quinn. Brady Quinn.
Yes, the trust fund kid. Yes. And then can you give me the 4th? You got 3 of the 4. Give me the 4. Oh, man. This is an easy one.
2 from Ohio.
He had 1 good season and made the Pro Bowl.
He's the only Browns quarterback since 1999. Look, he's tall, dude.
Yes, he is tall.
It's not Brandon Weeden. It's I'm looking at him. It's he's not the guy that Weeden got caught underneath the flag, right? It
Correct.
Was
Big initials.
Oh my God, Derek Anderson.
Yes.
Now,
can you get okay? So we walked you through the 4 quarterbacks. Now,
I can't remember the year. Now, I know you were going to ask me the year. 7.
All right, I'm going to give you a hint.
Okay.
Well, kids will be kids. Oh, come on! This is a layup.
That's not.
That was said by the head coach in training camp. It's one of the famous quotes since 1999. Kids will be kids.
I don't. Give me the year. I'm done playing.
2008. That was after Braylon Edwards.
I said 7.
Braylon
Edwards
got stepped on in training camp. Remember that? And hurt his foot, and that started the spiral of hell.
I can't believe I got all 4 quarterbacks.
You got all 4 quarterbacks.
Because it's the Ohio tie guys that I always remember. I always remember Brady. I remember Gradkowski.
I'm really proud of you. You nailed all 4
I feel
of them.
good. I feel good. And it's always game day in Cleveland. Thanks for watching today. We appreciate you. Thanks for listening. I'm done, man. It's not going to get any better than that.
You're spent. I wore you out just with that one question.
I'm done.
It's not like I was.
It was a good question. All right, so
I wasn't going to ask you to name all 36 starting quarterbacks since 1999. I mean, I could, but that would be the entire podcast of you trying to figure them out.
So I think the other thing I heard that is if Flacco starts this week, he'll be the 51st quarterback to start this year alone
in the league. Yeah, it's been crazy. Yes. And Kevin Stefanski spoke about it on, I think it was Wednesday, Andy, where he, he was asked just in general about just what a cluster mess of a situation this has been for the Browns this year. And I'm pulling up the quote, but, he just said, you see it across the league. This year's no different. There's a lot of backup quarterbacks that are playing. We're no different. We have a certain standard we play by as an offense, as a team, and it doesn't really change based on who's in there. And let's be honest with you. Yeah, I think the expectations can change based on.
So, Daryl, read that again, because we had a listener call us out on that today, because I thought exactly what you just said. I was like, how does it not change based on who the quarterback is? Read it again. There's a word in there that gives him a little flexibility.
Yeah, he says, we're no different. We have a certain standard that we play by as an offense, as a team, and it doesn't really change based on who's in there.
Yeah, standard and not style.
Right.
Very Phelpsian. This is a very Phelpsian conversation, because Jeff will avoid things sometimes, I think, when he changes words. And he always gives him a place to get. He gives himself a place to get out.
What did our parents tell us growing up about speaking? Choose your words carefully.
That's true. And Jeff is very meticulous of what he does. And that's why.
And that's why you have to pay attention. Because, see, Kevin Stefanski is one of those guys. Like, and look, I get it. I hear him talk about 100 times a year or whatever. And the thing with Kevin is he doesn't give you anything he doesn't want to give you. Very rarely does he misspeak, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. No, I get it.
He does not misspeak. And so you have to really pay attention to what he says, because sometimes he will tell you something without just coming out and saying it. And that's an art form. Is one of my mentors used to tell me when I was young, Daryl, you need to tell someone to go bleep themselves without actually telling them to go bleep themselves. And
Paul Silas, rest his soul, said the same thing.
Right. And that is a skill that I have had to master in life. But eventually, every once in a while I slip and I just say, go bleep yourself. But, for the most part, I feel like I'm pretty diplomatic when I have disagreements with folks. But, he is very careful in what he says, how he says it. And I just feel like his message is, look, I can't sit up here and make excuses because the fans don't want to hear that. But the excuses really are real. Like, and you had asked me on the show about, Kevin and the hot seat and things like that. And there is no hot seat right now. How can there be a hot seat? Now, was I very unhappy and did I vehemently disagree Sunday night with his approach in Denver? Absolutely. And I didn't hold back. Do I disagree with some of his play calls from time to time? Absolutely. But see, that's not a fireable offense, Andy.
Hang on. Do me a favor, Daryl. Hang on to that thought, because I want to bring that back up here in a second. So we'll come back. We'll talk about that. Can you be mad at Kevin Stefanski and not want him fired? I think Browns fans find themselves in a weird situation. Plus, we got to talk about DTR. We got to talk about Myles Garrett. That's all coming up. It's always game day in Cleveland.